China is in big trouble, and it knows it is in deep water, and it is drowning. So, Xi Jinping has come out in the open and done what he does best: lie. Being the despot he is, desperate to hold on to power, Xi Jinping has tried selling the people of China a grand lie, intriguingly, about them itself. There is no debate to be conducted on the fact that Chinese society is increasingly finding itself in a dearth of talent, which is directly impacting the communist nation's ability to advance technologically and scientifically. It is this very scarcity of talent which is forcing China to resort to an international racket of intellectual property theft. The Chinese people, though, are smart. They know exactly where to hit the CCP. So, they have vowed to do nothing for China and let their talents remain unutilized. They have accepted their reality, and they know that they can pose a formidable challenge to the CCP by simply doing nothing. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group, and I am your host, Sanbir Ranhotra. In this video, I will tell you how China's shortage of professional talent has become a headache for Jinping, as he admits to stealing tech knowledge from around the world. Let's begin. From September 27th to 28th, the Chinese Communist Party held a Central Talent Work Conference. The importance of the conference was shown by the participation of all 7 members of the Standing Committee of the Central Political Bureau of the CCP. So, the CCP does indeed recognize the crisis which it faces due to the general lack of talent in China. However, it still wants to somehow rescue itself from the position it has put itself in. So, Xi Jinping decided to give a pep talk at the conference, in which he ended up exposing his brutal Chinese regime. According to Xinhua news agency, Xi Jinping stated, "The party's leadership in talent-related work has been comprehensively strengthened. The scale, effectiveness, and comparative advantages of our talent pool have been steadily increasing. Our nation already has a large-scale, outstanding, well-structured, and prominent talent pool. But this is a big fat lie. If China, as Jinping remarked, is so replete with talent, why did the CCP have to call for a 2-day conference in which all of its top leaders took part without fail?" Jinping's lie, however, is not our focus. What has intrigued us, however, is the fact that Xi Jinping unknowingly ended up admitting to China's intellectual property theft operations around the world. Jinping said, "It is essential to raise our awareness of unexpected situations and focus more on the cultivation of our own talents." Did you notice the words, "our own talents"? Writing for the Epoch Times, researcher Zhao Yuan said that Xi's statement inadvertently denies the achievements previously listed by him in talent-related work and points out that the development of China's science and technology over the past few decades was based on stolen intel alone. Every human is talented, albeit in inherently unique ways, but the CCP has shot itself in the foot. It is not as if Chinese society at large has no talent or is laid back in terms of critical thinking and implementation. The fact is that a decades-long CCP rule has killed the entrepreneurial streak of the Chinese people. They are not untalented. They simply do not want to utilize their talents for China and for the CCP. Being talented alone does not make the cut for anyone in China. Under Xi Jinping, absolute subservience to the CCP is a prerequisite for all innovators. Even at the CCP's talent conference, after mentioning a lot of cliches about talent-related works, Xi Jinping suddenly said, "We must establish a utilization mechanism of talents based on trust. In China, only those who are recognized by CCP officials can be deemed talented and valued. To be recognized as talented in China, one must stand for and show loyalty to the CCP." So, the Chinese people have effectively launched a lying down and do nothing campaign against the CCP. Xi Jinping is beginning to feel the pinch of it now. To do a good job of talents, we must adhere to the correct political direction, Xi said, insisting that the party must manage talents. So, even in a crisis, Jinping is not budging on the requirement of Chinese people to be absolutely loyal towards the CCP. The Chinese people, in turn, are killing their talents. Donald Trump had really taken many steps to put an end to China's intel theft empire. It is no secret that the CCP used to vigorously promote the Thousand Talents Plan in order to steal advanced technologies from the United States and other Western countries on a larger scale. After Trump's actions against China, however, and the general deterioration of ties between Beijing and the West, a large number of Chinese students looking forward to studying in the United States have been denied a visa or repatriated to China. The CCP's draconian practices have come to bite it hard. Now it is forced to convene an exorbitant conference of its top leaders in order to deliberate on ways to make the Chinese people more talented. This social experiment, too, however, is bound to fall flat on its face and instead hurt China as the one child policy did.